Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to lecture number 15 of the course Object Oriented Programming. In the previous lecture, we have seen function overriding. I have shown you some of the examples. The example programs include a stack class, and then we have override two-member function of a stack class in a stack2 class. So stack2 class को हमने drive किया था stack class से, and we override the two of the member function of a stack class, and these two functions are the push and pop function. ठीक है. So stack2 class में stack में हमारे पास क्या था कि उसमें limitation को check नहीं किया जा रहा था कि whether if I push any element in the stack and the stack is already filled up. तो stack की क्लास में push का function इस चीज़ को check नहीं कर रहा था, but stack2 की क्लास में जब हमने इन function को override किया, so we have checked this thing as well. So override means that you write the definition of the function in the drive class, और वो function का नाम और function की prototype same वही होगी जो base class में exist कर रहा है. So base class में हमारे पास एक function है, उसकी कोई return type है, उसका कोई name है. For example push function है, तो push function की prototype क्या है? Void push and the element to push, and that's it. So we write the same function, definition of the same function in the stack2 class, जिसमें हम element push कर रहे थे, but we are also checking if the stack is already filled up. Then we give an error message that stack is already filled up and cannot push any further element in the stack. And similarly we do the same thing in the pop function, that we are checking that whether there is any element in the stack, then we call the pop function, and pop function will actually remove the element that exists on the top of the stack. And we are doing these things in a stack2 class, not in a stack class basically, right? So whenever you create an object of a drive class, अब उसमें जो तरीक़ाकार वो ये है कि जब भी ड्राइव क्लास किसी फंक्शन को कॉल करेगा तो कंपाइलर विल लुक अप द फंक्शन नेम इन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ ड्राइव क्लास. इफ दैट फंक्शन वोंट एग्जिस्ट देन इट विल लुक द सेम फंक्शन नेम इन द बेस क्लास. ठीक है. सो बेस क्लास में हमारे पास एक फंक्शन है ABC, और ड्राइव क्लास में उस नाम का कोई फंक्शन नहीं है. तो जब ड्राइव क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट ABC फंक्शन को कॉल करेगा तो बेसिकली इट इज कॉलिंग द फंक्शन ऑफ द बेस क्लास. बट इफ दैट फंक्शन एग्जिस्ट इन द ड्राइव क्लास देन ओनली द फंक्शन इन द ड्राइव क्लास विल बी कॉल्ड. So what we are doing in the stack2 class, within the definition of the overridden function push and pop, we are calling, after checking, for example push function में ये check करने के बाद that we can push, there is a space in the stack and we can push element in the stack, then we actually call the stack class function. Okay. Same thing we are doing with the distance class. We drive a class dest sign, right, and then we override get dest and set dest function. और dest sign में क्या था कि उसमें एक sign था distance के साथ, whether the distance is positive or negative, right? And within the definition of a set dest or get dest function, we are actually calling set dest and get dest function of a distance class respectively. For example, get dest की definition से you first input the sign. अब get dest किसकी बात मैं कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पर? इधर जो get dest की बात कर रहा हूँ, that is the function of a dest sign class. From the definition of that function, we are first inputting the sign, and then we are calling the get dest function of a distance class that will input feet and inches, and same happens over here in the set dest function. Okay. And then we have seen a class hierarchy. In the class hierarchy we have seen the example employee program as an example program. In that program we have an employee class, and then we have a scientist class that is derived from an employee class. We have manager class, laborer class, and these three classes are basically derived from the employee class. So employee class becomes the base class, right? So employee class contains all the common characteristics that exist among different types of employee in an organization, and then the employee specific characteristic or attributes exist on that class. For example, scientist की class में number of publication था, manager की class में we have manager title and dues pays to the club, for example. So specific class में उस class के specific चीज़ें आएंगी, और जो employee class है that contains the general things. For example, employee name, employee ID, for example, right? So we have seen these two things with the one or more than with two example in the function overriding and one example in the class hierarchy in our previous lecture. So in today's lecture we will see what is an abstract class, and then the detail of the abstract class we will see in the topic of polymorphism, that is next to the inheritance. Then we will see today what is public and private inheritance, and what is also protected inheritance, and what is the difference between and where to use public and private inheritance, right? And what is their effect on the derived class object. We will see the example program, then we will see the level of inheritance, right? So it is possible that we can have a derived class which have a direct base class or an indirect base class. So indirect base class किसी भी derived class C की वो class होगी जो कि इसकी base class की base class हो आपके पास. So that could be an indirect base class of that derived class. So that is the level of inheritance. ठीक है? Abstract base class. Classes used only for driving other classes as employee. We have seen in the previous lecture, employee की class थी that is used to drive specialized class that represents each type of the employee in an organization, and they are sometimes loosely called abstract classes, meaning that no actual instance or object of this class are created. ठीक है? So जब आपने specialized classes बना ली हैं, as you have scientist class, you have manager class, you have laborer class, you have faculty class, you have researcher class, and all those classes, then there is no need to create an object of employee class actually. So we should avoid this thing. Now in that case the employee class become an abstract class, that is no object of that class is created, but that class is used to drive other specialized classes, but you can create the object of that derived class. ठीक है? जो derived specialized classes हैं उनके object आप बना सकते हैं. We will see the detail of that abstract base class in the topic of polymorphism, that is in the next lecture, next topic, when we start our next topic, that is very important topic, and that is polymorphism. Now public and private inheritance. So we have a class manager, and then we use this colon sign public employee. So this is the syntax that represents that class manager class is basically inherited from the employee class, and the type of inheritance is public. So type of inheritance is public. And what does that mean? The keyword public specifies that the objects of the derived class are able to access public member function of the base class. So derived class यहाँ पर कौन सी है? Manager की class derived class है. Base class कौन सी है? Employee की base class है. So manager class is derived from the base class, or manager is a employee. ठीक है? So inheritance basically relationship है, is a relationship. Manager is an employee. So the object of a manager class can access the public member function of the employee class. Why it is so? Because the type of the inheritance is public. And how we specify it? We specify it over here by writing the keyword public. ठीक है? After the colon, class manager colon and public, the name of the base class. ठीक है? So public keywords के through we can allow the object of the derived class to call the public member function of the employee class, or to access the public data or public member of the base class. When this keyword is not used, object of the derived class cannot access public member function of the base class. This means that if we have a private over here or a protected over here, then we no longer permit the object of the manager class, that is the derived class, to access the public member function of the employee class. ठीक है? So when this keyword is not used, object of a derived class cannot access public member function of a base class. Result is that no member of the base class is accessible to the object of derived class. ये किस केस में होगा? उस केस में होगा जब इनहेरिटेंस हमारे पास पब्लिक के बजाय प्राइवेट और प्रोटेक्टेड होगी. So if the inheritance is of type of the inheritance is private or protected, then the object of a derived class cannot access the public member function of a base class. ठीक है? So that is the simple thing. So public inheritance represents is a relationship. So this table shows different type of inheritance relationship and the base class access specifier. For example, अगर the type of the inheritance is public है, तो बेस क्लास के जो पब्लिक, प्रोटेक्टेड और प्राइवेट मेंबर फंक्शन है उसकी सिचुएशन क्या होगी हमारे पास. सो इफ वी आर यूजिंग पब्लिक इनहेरिटेंस, तो हमारे पास पब्लिक इनहेरिटेंस यूज हो रही है, देन उस कंडीशन में बेस क्लास का जो पब्लिक फंक्शन है, सो पब्लिक इन ड्राइव क्लास, सो जो पब्लिक बेस क्लास की जितने भी मेंबर फंक्शंस हैं, डाटा मेंबर्स हैं, दे आर आल्सो पब्लिक इन ड्राइव क्लास. Protected are protected in drive class and private are hidden in drive class. So private data member, whether the type of inheritance is public, private or protected, private data member are hidden in the drive class. They are not accessible by the drive class. ठीक है? Protected data member are protected in the drive class. That means only you can access those protected data member of the base class within the definition of the drive class. आप drive class की definition से उन protected data member को जो कि base class के part हैं उनको आप access कर सकते हैं. And public, they are public members of the base class, they are public in the drive class, means that the object of the drive class can access the public member of a drive class and public member of a base class, but object of a drive class cannot access the protected data member of the drive class as well as the base class. ठीक है, base class के protected data member को भी access नहीं कर सकता और drive class के भी. If the type of the inheritance is protected, then public member function are protected in base class, protected member function are protected in base class, drive class, and private are hidden in the drive class. So अगर आपके पास inheritance की type protected है, तो drive class के अंदर जितने भी member function हैं base class के, they are actually protected in the drive class. Means that the object of a drive class, through using the object of a drive class, you cannot access the protected member function of that class. That is very clear. ठीक है. So protected member function को आप just सिर्फ और सिर्फ किसी भी क्लास की ड्राइव क्लास से एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, बट नॉट आउटसाइड द डेफिनेशन ऑफ दैट क्लास. ठीक है. सो अगर किसी भी ड्राइव क्लास में बेस क्लास के पब्लिक फंक्शन प्रोटेक्टेड हो जाएं, तो उस ड्राइव क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट के थ्रू आप उन प्रोटेक्टेड मेंबर को एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते. मींस दैट इफ द टाइप ऑफ द इनहेरिटेंस इज प्रोटेक्टेड, देन द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ अ ड्राइव क्लास आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सेस द पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन ऑफ द बेस क्लास, नॉट द ड्राइव क्लास. ड्राइव क्लास के तो पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, बट बेस क्लास के पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन को इट कैन नॉट एक्सेस, राइट? And protected data member of the base class, they are protected in the drive class. Same things are applied. So जो कि public केस में apply होती हैं वही protected केस में apply होंगी, because ये जो चीज़ें यहाँ पे show हो रही हैं, this means that something is public in the base class. What is its status in the drive class? It is protected. Something that is protected in the base class, its status in the drive class is protected in case of protected inheritance. ठीक है. So in case of private inheritance, the public member function of the public members of the base class, they are considered as private in the base class, drive class, and similarly the protected member are considered as private and privates are hidden in the drive class. ठीक है. So जितनी भी बेस क्लास की पब्लिक या प्रोटेक्टेड मेंबर्स हैं, दे आर कंसिडर एज अ प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर, प्राइवेट मेंबर इन अ ड्राइव क्लास इन केस ऑफ private inheritance. What does that means? You are only able to access the private data member, you are only able to access the public data member or public members or a protected member of the base class within the definition of the drive class, but you cannot access those public members and protected members using the object of drive class. ठीक है. So this means that if the type of the inheritance is public, only in that case the object of the drive class are able to access the public member function of the base class. In the other two cases, the object of the base class, object of the drive class are not able to access the public member function of the base class. ठीक है. ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ पब्लिक के केस में है कि ड्राइव क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट बेस क्लास के पब्लिक फंक्शन को एक्सेस कर लें, दैट इज ओनली पॉसिबल इन द केस ऑफ द पब्लिक इनहेरिटेंस। प्रोटेक्टेड और प्राइवेट के केस में ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। इन दोनों केसेस में ड्राइव क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट अपने ही पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, बेस क्लास के पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन को एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते। सो दैट इज द डायग्राम रिप्रेजेंटिंग द सेम रिलेशनशिप। सो इफ वी हैव अ क्लास ए, लेट मी चेंज द pen color. So if we have a class A that is considered as a base class, so class B is inherited from the class A and the type of the inheritance is public. What does that means? The object of the base class are able to access the public function, public members of its own class. किस क्लास का? बी क्लास का। बी क्लास के पब्लिक को एक्सेस कर सकता है, सो बी क्लास के पब्लिक को एक्सेस कर रहा है, एंड इट कैन आल्सो एक्सेस द पब्लिक मेंबर्स ऑफ इट्स बेस क्लास, राइट? बट इफ द टाइप ऑफ द इनहेरिटेंस इज प्राइवेट, देन उस केस में क्या होगा? द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द ड्राइव क्लास, दैट इज क्लास सी, दे आर ओनली एबल टू एक्सेस द पब्लिक फंक्शन ऑफ इट्स ओन क्लास, दे आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सेस द पब्लिक फंक्शन ऑफ इट्स बेस क्लास। ठीक है, बाकी आप क्लास की डेफिनेशन से, बी क्लास की डेफिनेशन से यू कैन एक्सेस द प्रोटेक्टेड एंड पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन ऑफ द बेस क्लास। इसी तरह से सी क्लास की डेफिनेशन में, जिसमें टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस ए है, the definition within the definition of C class you can access the protected and public member function of the base class. So even if the type of inheritance is public, so drive class की definition से protected और public member function they are accessible, but the difference comes when you create the object of drive class. In case of public inheritance, the object of drive class can access the public member function of its drive class, of its own class, as well as the public member function of its base class. While in case of private or protected inheritance, the object of the drive class are only able to access the public function of its own class, but they cannot access the public and protected data member of the base class. ठीक है, access combination. So let's see, this is a class A. It has a private, protected and public data member. So private data A, protected data A and public data A. So तीन इसके पास data member है, A, B, integer A. तीनों की type int है, एक private है, एक protected है, एक public data member है, right? Then we have a class B, and class B is basically derived from class A. Class A से इसको drive किया गया है. Then it has a function access. Now what does that function do is it basically try to access private, protected and public data member of its base class. ठीक है, so let's see what happened. So हमारे पास एक variable x आ गया. Now we write private data A. Can we access the private data member of the base class from the definition of the drive class? Private data member को access किया जा सकता है. बेस क्लास के प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर है प्राइवेट डाटा ए. कैन वी एक्सेस दैट प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर और रीड द कंटेंट ऑफ दैट डाटा मेंबर फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इट्स ड्राइव क्लास? इज इट पॉसिबल? नो, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल एक्चुअली. ओके, अब हम प्रोटेक्टेड को एक्सेस करें. कैन वी डू सो कि हम बेस क्लास के प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर को एक्सेस कर सकें फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ ड्राइव क्लास? Yes, we can do so, as well as we can access the public data or the public member function of the base class from the definition of the drive class. Let's say we have another class and here the type of the inheritance is private. ठीक है, so जब inheritance की type private होगी तो उस drive class की definition से हम पब्लिक और प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं बेस क्लास के, बट प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर को नहीं कर सकते. सो इन दैट केस दिस इज नॉट अलाउएबल. ठीक है, ये अलाउएबल नहीं है, जबकि आप प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर और पब्लिक डाटा मेंबर को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. सो क्लास की डेफिनेशन से, अगर हम क्लास डेफिनेशन की बात करें, ड्राइव क्लास की डेफिनेशन से की बात करें, तो इनहेरिटेंस की टाइप से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ठीक है, वेदर वो पब्लिक हो या प्राइवेट हो, प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर किसी भी टाइप की इनहेरिटेंस में एक्सेसिबल नहीं है. सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रोटेक्टेड और पब्लिक डाटा मेंबर दे आर एक्सेसिबल वेदर द टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज पब्लिक, प्राइवेट और प्रोटेक्टेड. Now the difference in public and private inheritance comes when you create the object of those derived classes. So आप B class का object बनाए, C class का object बनाए, आप उससे आप क्या access कर सकते हैं? Now that will be limited by the type of the inheritance. ठीक है? Now let's say we create an object of a B class objb. Now with that object we access the private data member data A of, so private data member किस class का data है? B class की base class है basically, right? So that is not possible. We cannot access private data member of the base class or the definition of the class B as well. Protected data member, they are also not accessible. ठीक है? The only data member that is accessible is the basically the public data member. ठीक है? So public data member, whether it is the data member of the derived class or it is the data member of the base class, if the type of the inheritance is public, it is accessible with the object of a derived class. ठीक है? So base class का public data member is accessible by the object of a derived class if the type of the inheritance is public. Let's see, we have another variable z and let's say another object objc, that is the object of a C class. अब C class में type of inheritance क्या है? It is private. ठीक है? Now with that it is obvious that with the object of a derived class you cannot access the private data member of the base class, even the private data member of a derived class as well. ठीक है? So that is not possible obviously. Now protected data member, the protected data member are only there is to make them accessible within the definition of a derived class. That's it, right? So they are also not accessible by the object of a derived class, right? So they are not accessible. Now what happens to the public data member? Now if the type of the inheritance is private, all the public private protected data member of the base class, it will become private to the derived class. अब private to the derived class का मतलब ये है, private data member base class का it is hidden, protected or public data member it becomes the private in the derived class if the type of the inheritance is private. Now what does that means? It becomes the private in derived class. It means that the public and the protected data member of the base class is only accessible within the definition of the derived class if the type of the inheritance is private. ठीक है? public होगी तो वो object भी accessible कर सकते हैं public function को. ठीक है? So अब इस सूरत में if the public data member of the base class become the private for the derived class, this means that object of a derived class cannot access the private data member of its own class or its base class. ठीक है? So यहाँ पर आप public PUB data A को access कर रहे हैं, that is a public data member of the base class. Now the type of inheritance is private, so this means that this data member PUB data A, it becomes private in the class C. So private class C का जब वो डाटा मेंबर बन जाएगा तो क्लास C के ऑब्जेक्ट उस डाटा मेंबर को एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते. तो that is why this is also not possible, right? Now let's go to the program. So this is the program. This is class A. We have private, protected and public data member. Class B है हमारे पास और class C इस तरह, and we have main function then. Okay, first let me remove all the statement in the main function and compile that program. So it gave me an error over here, and what is the error? It says in B का एक function है, B class का एक function है funt. So int A is a private data member. So int A is a private data member, yes we know. So in member function void B class का एक function है funct. So B class में एक function है funct and it is trying to access A का private data member को access करें, that is not allowable. So this statement is not possible. ठीक है? You cannot execute a program with this statement. So let's comment out this thing, compile it again. Not said again that in function C, in member function void C class का member function है funct, that is of class B. So class C उसका ये function है, it is also trying to access the private data member, and that is not possible. ठीक है? Now compile it again. So it is compiled now. ठीक है? Now let's remove the comment from the main function and see what happens. It said that int main. So main say we are trying to access private data member of A. Here we create the object of a B class and trying to access the private data member of A, because since B is inherited from the base class, so we try to access the private data member of the A class, and that is also not possible. ठीक है? प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर तो आप बेस क्लास का एक्सेस कर ही नहीं सकते, ना आप ड्राइव क्लास की डेफिनेशन से एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, ना आप ड्राइव क्लास के किसी ऑब्जेक्ट से इसको एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? सो यहाँ पर इसको हमने कमेंट आउट कर दिया, बिकॉज with the object of a class B, that is a drive class of class A. So class A, here the class A is the base class, and with the object of a drive class you cannot access the private data member of the base class, whether the type of inheritance is public, private or protected, right? Even अगर आप inheritance की बात ना भी करें, आप A क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट के थ्रू भी एक क्लास का प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर इज ओनली एक्सेसिबल विद इन द डेफिनेशन ऑफ दैट क्लास, राइट? सो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, राइट? वी कैन नॉट राइट सच स्टेटमेंट्स. लेट्स कमेंट आउट. ओके, नाउ इट सेज दैट इन फंक्शन int main, int a scope resolution operator, protected data A is protected. PROT data A is protected. So it says that this data member is a protected in class A. So main function के अंदर से, so if that data member is protected in class A, so for PROT data A, so this is the data integer type variable that is protected in class A. This means that it is only accessible within the definition of class A or the definition of its drive class. Drive class की definition से या उसी अपनी class की definition से that is accessible. So this is protected data member is not accessible within the with the object of a drive class or with the object of that class as well. ठीक है? सो अगर आपने इनहेरिटेंस यूज नहीं भी की, एक क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट भी प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर को एक्सेस नहीं कर सकता. प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर को सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक्सेस उस क्लास से किया जा सकता है या उस क्लास की ड्राइव क्लास से किया जा सकता है, ड्राइव क्लास की डेफिनेशन से किया जा सकता है. ठीक है? ओके, लेट्स कंपाइल इट अगेन. नाउ इट सेज दैट this is a private data member, and in function int main, int a scope resolution operator, priv data A is private. So in this context, किस context में? इस context में we cannot access this private data member with the object of C class. ठीक है? That is obvious. अच्छा, C class के साथ जो inheritance है, that is private inheritance. This means that all the protected, private and public member of a base class, so इनमें से protected और public, it become the private in the drive class, while the private data member of the base class become hidden in the drive class definition. ठीक है? so इसमें अगर मैं इसको भी compile करके देखूँ, so it give me the same message. So in this context आप इसको protected data member को access नहीं कर सकते. किस context में? इस context में. That means कि object C जो है, objc, that is an object of a C class, and with that object we are not able to access protected as well as public data member of A class. हम public data member को भी access नहीं कर सकते. Why? Because the type of inheritance is private. That means that all the public and protected member of the base class, they become private member in the definition of a drive class. This means that if they are private in the definition of a drive class, they are not accessible by the object of a drive class. ड्राइव क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट्स को एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते. So similarly, so int A is inaccessible in this context. इस context में. Why? Because the type of inheritance is private. So, ये जो प्राइवेट इनहेरिटेंस है इसका मतलब है कि ए के जितने भी पब्लिक और प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर हैं दे बिकम प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर. सो ए क्लास के जितने भी पब्लिक और प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर हैं दे बिकम प्राइवेट इन क्लास सी बिकॉज द टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज प्राइवेट. ठीक है. सो पब्लिक डाटा मेंबर ए का जो है और प्राइवेट प्रोटेक्टेड डाटा मेंबर इट बिकम प्राइवेट इन अ ड्राइव क्लास इफ द टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज प्राइवेट, while the private data member it is hidden where the regardless of the type of the inheritance. वो private हो, protected हो या public हो, the private data member is hidden within the definition of a drive class. ठीक है. Now if you compile the program, it compiles successfully. So we are only able to access the public data member of a class A through the object of a drive class if the type of inheritance is public. Right? So we have seen drive class function can access. There are some points that is to be noted where that is drive class functions can access protected and public member in base class. So public और protected member जो हैं base class में वो drive class में access हो सकते हैं, drive class की definition से access हो सकते हैं in case of public, protected and private inheritance. ठीक है. So drive class objects cannot access private or protected member of base class in case of public inheritance. ठीक है. So public inheritance के केस में drive class के जो object हैं they cannot access private or protected member of a base class. So what they can access? They can access the public member of a base class. So drive class के object पब्लिक बेस क्लास के पब्लिक मेंबर्स को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं इन केस ऑफ पब्लिक इनहेरिटेंस बट दे कैन नॉट एक्सेस प्राइवेट और प्रोटेक्टेड मेंबर ऑफ द बेस क्लास. ठीक है. सो ड्राइव क्लास ऑब्जेक्ट्स कैन नॉट एक्सेस पब्लिक, प्राइवेट और प्रोटेक्टेड मेंबर ऑफ बेस क्लास इन केस ऑफ प्राइवेट और प्रोटेक्टेड इनहेरिटेंस. तो अब हम देखेंगे आगे किस सूरत में हमें इनकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है कि हम इनहेरिटेंस को प्राइवेट रखें या पब्लिक रखें. ठीक है. So last point that is very important that objects cannot access, drive class objects cannot access public, private or protected data member or protected members whether they are function or data of the base class in case of private or protected inheritance. सिर्फ और सिर्फ public inheritance के केस में drive class के objects बेस क्लास के पब्लिक मेंबर फंक्शन को या पब्लिक डेटा को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. नाउ एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर दीज आर बेसिकली पब्लिक, प्राइवेट और प्रोटेक्टेड. नाउ व्हेन टू यूज व्हाट, किस सिचुएशन में क्या यूज करना चाहिए. इन मोस्ट केसेस अ ड्राइव क्लास एग्जिस्ट टू ऑफर एन इम्प्रूव्ड और मोर स्पेशलाइज्ड वर्जन ऑफ द बेस क्लास. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके पास डिस्टेंस क्लास थी, आपने उसे डेस्ट साइन की क्लास बनाई बिकॉज यू वांट टू मेक द डिस्टेंस मोर स्पेशलाइज्ड बाय हैविंग द साइन विद द डिस्टेंस विद पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. ठीक है. सो वो एक डिस्टेंस जो जनरलाइज फॉर्म थी फीट और इंचेस की फॉर्म में, अब उसकी एक स्पेशलाइज्ड फॉर्म आ गई है. राइट. सो इन मोस्ट केसेस ड्राइव क्लास आर यूज्ड फॉर दैट पर्पस. We have seen the example of such drive classes, for example count DN class that adds the decrement operator to the counter class and manager class that is more specialized version of the employee class and the scientist class that is also more specialized version of the employee class and count dest sign class that is more specialized version of the distance class. In such cases, it makes sense for object of a drive class to access the public function of the base class if they want to perform the basic operations. ठीक है. So in cases में, for example, count dn की क्लास थी, you can increment count, you can decrement count. So decrement count की definition जो थी वो count dn क्लास में थी, increment count की definition जो थी वो counter क्लास में थी. So in such cases, it makes sense for the object of a drive class to access the public function. So अब इस केस में count dn के जो objects हैं they access the public function of a counter class that is operator plus plus जो कि counter की वैल्यू को इंक्रीमेंट कर रहा था. ठीक है. So in such cases it is quite convenient to make the inheritance relationship public. ठीक है. The drive class is created as a way of completely modifying the operation of the base class, hiding or disguising its original interface. That is the other purpose of the drive class. कि आप उसकी जो functionality है उसको completely modify कर दें या उसको अपने तरीके से completely modify कर दें, right? और इसको hide कर दें actual functionality को. That is the other purpose of creating the drive classes. Examples: array class that acts like an array but provide the protection against out-of-bound array indexes. ठीक है. For example, objects of stack2 class should always be treated as if they were the stacks using push and pop function. So stack2 class हमने drive की थी stack class से, and we override to function and in stack2 class, so that object जो है stack2 के object, they are only able to call the push and pop function of the stack2 class. So stack class के push and pop function को call ना कर सके, ठीक है. So in such cases, private inheritance would allow you to hide all the array functions from the object of a drive stack2 class. So इसका मतलब है कि आप stack2 के object से stack के function को या call नहीं कर सकते, right? Why? Because the type of inheritance कि stack2 inherit हुई है stack class से, but the type of inheritance is private. This means that stack2 के object stack class के public function को call नहीं कर सकते. So this will give you a small idea of where to use public inheritance and where to use a private inheritance, right? Now let's see a level of inheritance. A class can be derived from a class that are themselves derived. For example, we have a class B and we make a class C that is derived from class B, and class B is already derived from class A. So this means that we have three levels of inheritance, right? So class C is inherited from class B, and class B is inherited from class A, and the type of inheritance in both the cases is public inheritance. So B is derived from A and C is derived from B. The process can be extended to an arbitrary number of level. D could be derived from A and so on. Sorry, D could be derived from C and so on. So as a more concrete example, suppose that we decided to add a special kind of laborer called foreman to the employee program. So employee program में हमारे पास क्या था? We have an employee class जिसमें हमारे पास दो member थे उसके जो कि private थे, and these are employee number or employee ID and the name of the employee. Then we have a specialized classes, and these are scientist class, and the only private data member in scientist class is the number of publication. Then we have a specialized class manager, and the private data member are number of dues pays to the club and title. And then we have a laborer class. Now we create another class foreman that is a special kind of a laborer class. So foreman is a laborer. That means you write a class foreman that is inherited from the laborer, and laborer class is inherited from the employee class. So here we have a multiple inheritance. Sorry, different level of inheritance, not multiple inheritance. So it's like this. So foreman sees the wedge stamping operations supervising group of laborers. ठीक है. So ये कुछ group of laborers का इंचार्ज होता है. It will see that all the operation in that company or in that factory or in that workshop is properly performed, right? So basically a foreman that is also a laborer and a very specialized form of a laborer. ठीक है. So this means that we have a foreman class that is inherited from the laborer class. Now here laborer is the direct base class of the foreman class, and employee is the indirect base class of the foreman class. Now that is the UML class diagram of the employee class. I hope that will be clear to everybody. So foreman जो है एक specialized kind of laborer होता है जो कि different laborers को ग्रुप ऑफ लेबरर्स को वॉच कर रहा होता है, सो दैट द ऑपरेशन, और मॉनिटर कर रहा होता है, सो दैट द ऑपरेशन विल बी परफॉर्म्ड सक्सेसफुली और फ्रूटफुली. Now C++ employee program. Okay, we have already seen the employee class, and we already know the scientist class and the manager class and the laborer class. Okay, so now we are seeing the foreman class, and it is inherited from the laborer, and the type of inheritance is public. Okay, now it has quotas, that is a private data member of the foreman class. Now we have a function get data and put data, so we override the get data and put data function in the indirect base class of the foreman class, that is employee class. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर for foreman class get data of the employee, जो employee class का get data function है, it seems like the get data it is a function of the laborer class. ठीक है, उसको laborer class का function लगेगा, so it call that function with the name class name laborer, scope resolution operator and name of the function. ठीक है, so जब ये function call करेगा तो वो laborer class का जब ये get data function call करेगा, basically laborer class is a empty class. So what it actually do, it will look first the function get data within the definition of a laborer class, since it is empty class, no function exists in the definition of that class. Then it will look the same function name in the definition of its base class. So laborer की base class कौन सी है? Employee class है, so it goes to that class and look for the function with the name get data. अगर उसको उस नाम से कोई function मिलता है, it will execute that function. So when you execute that function in the employee class, it will ask for the ID and the employee name, and then the control will be back and it will print the message using cout, that is enter quotas, and इनमें आपसे quotas input ले लेगा. Same happens with the case of put data function. So put data function for the foreman, it is a member function of the laborer class. So जब ये function पहले call होगा, it will see or check that function in the laborer class. कौन सा function? Put data function. And if that put data function won't exist in the laborer class, it will go to the base class of the laborer class and check that function there. So वो employee class के put data function को execute करेगा, जो कि ID और name print कर देगा, and then control will be back where we call that function and it execute the next statement, that is this cout statement. और इसमें जब cout statement execute करेगा तो ये quotas को print कर देगा. So that is the main function. Here we create an object of laborer and a foreman. So we enter the data for the laborer first and then the foreman. ठीक है, so जब laborer के लिए enter करेंगे तो वो quotas नहीं मांगेगा, और जब foreman के लिए enter करेंगे data तो वो quotas भी मांगेगा. Then we display the laborer data and the foreman data. जब foreman के लिए display करेंगे, it will show you the quotas. When we display the data for the laborer one, it won't show you any quotas, right? Let's go to the program. Now that is the program. This is the employee class. We have a two private data member. We have, that is name and number. Employee number, name is 80 byte long, so we can store 80 character. Now there are two functions, get data and put data. ठीक है, so put data mean it show data, right? Display, that is a display function. The type of the function is constant, meaning that you cannot change the value of the private data member of the invoking object of put data function. ठीक है, now we have a manager class, right, and it is derived from the employee class, and the type of the inheritance is public. We can make it private as well. ठीक है, क्यों? क्योंकि जब भी मैनेजर क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट गेट डाटा या पुट डाटा का फंक्शन कॉल करेंगे, वो बेसिकली इसी अपनी क्लास का पुट डाटा या गेट डाटा फंक्शन होगा, राइट? एंड नाउ हाउ द कंपाइलर नोज कि ये जो गेट डाटा फंक्शन है ये कौन सा कॉल किया जाएगा? ये मैनेजर क्लास का गेट डाटा फंक्शन कॉल हो रहा है ये वाला, या ये किसी और क्लास का हो रहा है? नाउ हियर वी हैव द एम्प्लॉय, नेम ऑफ द क्लास एम्प्लॉय एंड स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर. इट विल टेल दैट दिस फंक्शन इज कॉल्ड दैट बिलोंग्स टू द एम्प्लॉय क्लास. ठीक है, ये गेट डाटा वो वाला फंक्शन है जो कि एम्प्लॉय क्लास को बिलोंग कर रहा है और वो वाला फंक्शन कॉल करना है. After calling this function, when we call this function, control will come over here. It will print the message enter last name, enter number, I think enter name and enter number. input both things, then the control will be transferred back, then you enter title and enter golf club dues. ठीक है, इसी तरह से पुट डाटा का फंक्शन में भी सेम यही चीज हो रही है. फर्स्ट यू आर कॉलिंग द मेंबर फंक्शन ऑफ द बेस क्लास. क्यों कॉल कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज व्हेन यू क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ मैनेजर क्लास, तो उसके जो डाटा मेंबर्स होंगे वो कौन कौन से होंगे? नेम होगा, आईडी होगा. वाई? बिकॉज एम्प्लॉय क्लास के जो प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर हैं दे एक्चुअली बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ द मैनेजर क्लास ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, सो एक इसमें आईडी होगा बिकॉज एम्प्लॉय क्लास के प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर कौन से हैं? नेम है, नंबर है, देन टाइटल है, ड्यूज है. राइट, सो ये 4 इसके प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर्स हैं. साइंटिस्ट क्लास, सो 4 प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर हैं. सो वी कैन राइट printf scanf ओवर हेयर एज वेल. सो आप ये सिंपली कॉपी कर सकते हैं, यहाँ से कॉपी करने के बाद इनको यहाँ पे लिख भी सकते हैं. बट एक चीज का ध्यान रखना है कि यू कैन नॉट एक्सेस द प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर ऑफ द बेस क्लास. या तो आप इनको प्रोटेक्टेड कर दें, फिर आप ये कॉपी पेस्ट कर सकते हैं. नाउ यू कैन एक्सेस नेम एंड नंबर if they are protected in the base class. You can access name and number from the drive class, but here they are private, so you cannot access name and number from the definition of a base class. so उसके यहाँ पे लिखने का कोई मकसद नहीं है. ठीक है, वो फुलफिल नहीं होगा. बट अगर वो दोनों प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर जो हैं वो प्राइवेट ना हो, वो प्रोटेक्टेड हो, तब आप यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं, इसको इनपुट ले सकते हैं. बट हमने ये देखा है कि एम्प्लॉय क्लास का जो गेट डाटा फंक्शन है वो ऑलरेडी 2 डाटा मेंबर की इनपुट ले रहा है. सो वी जस्ट कॉल दैट फंक्शन. ठीक है, एम्प्लॉय आपने क्लास का नाम लिखा, स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर, एंड यू कॉल दैट फंक्शन. राइट, सो सेम इज द केस हैपेंड ओवर हियर. You call put data function of the employee class using the scope resolution operator. Now here you can also display the value of the name and the number that if they are protected in the base class. Now in the current situation they are private data member, so you cannot access those data member of the base class within the definition of the drive class, but you can do so. But what you can do is to call a function that display the value of the private data member of the base class. So that is what we are doing over here in this line. ठीक है, टाइटल एंड क्लब ड्यूज डिस्प्ले हो जाएंगी, इनकी वैल्यूज डिस्प्ले यहाँ पर हो जाएंगी. देन वी हैव अ साइंटिस्ट क्लास. टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज पब्लिक. द ओनली प्राइवेट डाटा मेंबर इज pubs, that is number of publications or publications. It is PUB as short for publications. गेट डाटा का जब फंक्शन कॉल करेंगे, सबसे पहले एम्प्लॉय का गेट डाटा फंक्शन कॉल करेंगे जो कि नेम और आईडी इनपुट लेगा. देन यू इनपुट द नंबर ऑफ पब्लिकेशंस. इसी तरह से व्हेन यू कॉल द पुट डाटा फंक्शन, फर्स्ट यू आर कॉलिंग द एम्प्लॉय का जो पुट डाटा फंक्शन आप उसको पहले कॉल कर रहे हैं. राइट, और इसका मतलब है कि पहले ये नेम और आईडी डिस्प्ले कर देगा एंड देन इट डिस्प्लेज नंबर ऑफ पब्लिकेशन, और वो नंबर ऑफ पब्लिकेशन की वैल्यू डिस्प्ले कर देगा. देन यू हैव अ लेबरर क्लास. टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज पब्लिक एंड इट इज अ एम्प्टी क्लास. ठीक है, कोई इस क्लास में कोई चीज प्रेजेंट नहीं है. देन वी हैव अ फोरमैन क्लास दैट इज इनहेरिटेड फ्रॉम द लेबरर क्लास. सिंस द टाइप ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इज पब्लिक, laborer class में is derived from the employee class and the type of or inherited from the employee class, and the type of inheritance is public. This means that the public member and the protected member of the base class are accessible within the definition of the laborer class. ठीक है, so इसका मतलब है कि उस क्लास के जो public members हैं they are public in the drive class as well. What does that mean? If they are public in a drive class, this means that if a laborer class is become the base class of any other class, foreman class, then get data function जो है, get data और put data function जो employee class के हैं, they become the function of the laborer class. ठीक है, so when you call a function over here like this, laborer scope resolution operator get data, what does that mean? It means that it will first check the function with the get name within the definition of a laborer class, and if that function won't be found, it will look for the same function name get data within the definition of employee class. ठीक है, so employee class में उसे get data का function मिल जाएगा. इसी तरह से put data का function है. Now within the main we are inputting value in the, we create the object laborer and foreman, और जब foreman में data input लेंगे get data, तो आपको कोटास भी एंटर इनपुट करना पड़ेगा, और फोरमैन के लेबर के केस में आपको गेट डाटा में कोटास इनपुट करना पड़ेगा। लेबर के केस में आपको गेट डाटा में कोटा इनपुट नहीं करना पड़ेगा। नाउ लेट्स कंपाइल दिस प्रोग्राम, ओके, एंड एग्जीक्यूट इट। ओके, enter data for laborer 1. So let's say the laborer name is Tariq, number is 214. Okay, there are only two things for the laborer, name and number. Why? Because laborer class की definition में कुछ भी नहीं है, so उसने base class के तमाम functions को, public function को inherit कर लिया है, ठीक है। So base class के public function जो है वो they are accessible in the drive class. So enter data for foreman, name is Jamil, and enter number, and number is 256. Enter quotas is 34. Okay, it display the message and suddenly disappear. Now let me put system pause, compile it, close, execute it. Okay, data is Hamid, 214 is the employee number, foreman ka name is, let's say, Kamal, number is 256, and quota is, let's say, 35. So data on laborer 1, name Hamid, number 214, and data on foreman 1, name Kamal, number is 256, and quotas is 35. Press any key to continue. So quotas के केस में है हमारे पास, foreman के केस में. This means that drive class में जो भी changes लाएंगे, they are not accessible by the objects or by the definition of a base class. But drive class के object, they can access the public function of the public member of the base class, ठीक है, as well as the public function of its drive class, if the type of the inheritance is public. Now let's see what is a multiple inheritance. A class can be derived from more than one base classes. It is possible, and that is called a multiple inheritance. ठीक है? For example, you have a class A, class B, class C. Now class C is inherited from class A and class B. That is called multiple inheritance. That is, class C is inherited from two classes simultaneously. For example, we have class A and class B and class C. Now here you can see the class C is basically inherited from class A and class B, okay? And this is the UML representation that class C is inherited from class A and B. A member function in multiple inheritance. Let's suppose that we need to record the educational experience of some of the employee in the employee class. हमारे पास employee class है, एम्प्लॉय प्रोग्राम में हमारे पास एम्प्लॉय क्लास थी। उस एम्प्लॉय क्लास में वी हैव द स्पेशलाइज्ड क्लास, अ मैनेजर क्लास, and another specialized class called a scientist class, and another class, specialized class, that is called laborer class, and then we derive another class, that is foreman class, from the laborer class. Now let's say that we want to record the educational experience of the employee in the employee program. Then in a different project we have already developed a class called student that models the student with different educational background, right? So instead of modifying the employee class to incorporate the educational data, we add this data by multiple inheritance from the student class. So we know that there is a student class that is already created to store the educational record of the student. Now why not we can inherit our specialized employee class, that is scientist, manager or laborer or foreman, from the student class, ठीक है, so that we can write the educational experience for that student, for that employee. So the student class stores the name of the school or university last attended and highest degree received, ठीक है. So दोनों चीजें स्टोर करती है स्टूडेंट क्लास. So educational information is not relevant to every class of the employee. For example, you just need to have the education information for the scientist or maybe for the manager class, but not for important for the laborer class. Now that is the UML representation. We have an employee class and we have a student class. Now manager class is derived from the employee and the student class. Similarly, scientist class is derived from the employee and the student class, and laborer is only derived from the employee class. So we do not need to write the educational experience of the or education of the laborer. Okay, we just want to know the education of the manager and the scientist. So mini program that is showing the different various relationship of this employee program, which have the employee class, manager class, scientist class, laborer class or student class, and now this many program shows those relationship. So this is a student class. We have a student class. So इसकी body में कुछ functions आएंगे, definitely कुछ functions आएंगे. We will see what are those functions here. ठीक है? So we have student class, we have an employee class, then we have a manager class that is derived from the employee and a student class, and here the type of the inheritance is private. So manager class is derived from the employee class, the type of inheritance is private. A manager class is also derived from the student class and the type of inheritance is private. Means that the protected and the public members of the employee and the student class, they are treated as a private in the definition of the manager class. So manager class ka object, it is not possible that the object of the manager class can access the public, private, protected members of the base class. So manager class का जो object बन जाएगा वो employee class या student class के public, private, protected members को access नहीं कर सकता. Then we have another class that is called a scientist class. ठीक है? And the type of the inheritance is also private with the employee and the student class. So scientist class के object employee और student class के members को या member function को public member function को access नहीं कर सकते. सिर्फ और सिर्फ इनके public member function या protected members, they are only accessible within the definition of the scientist class. And then we have a laborer class that is publicly inherited from the employee class. ठीक है? Public inherit का मतलब है कि laborer class की definition से you can access the public and protected member of the employee class, right? So what is the difference? Why we have a private inheritance here in these cases, and why we have a public inheritance over here with the laborer class? Now if you remember that within the definition of a manager and a scientist class, we override two function of the employee class. हमने दो employee class के function को override किया था. maybe get data and put data function था शायद. And within the definition of the laborer class, we haven't override or haven't provide the definition of any function. This means that laborer class के objects जो हैं वो object base class के member public member function को access कर सकें. That's why we make this inheritance type public. Listen again please. When we make the inheritance type public in case of laborer, it means that the object of the laborer class can access the public members of the base class, not the protected. So inheritance की जितनी भी type में private, public, protected, इसका मतलब सिर्फ यही है कि जो object drive class के बनेंगे वो public को access कर सकते हैं, public members को access कर सकते हैं या नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है? सिर्फ और सिर्फ public inheritance के केस में drive class के object base class के public members को access कर सकते हैं. बाकी दोनों types की inheritance में private हो या protected हो, उन दोनों cases में drive class के objects जो हैं वो पब्लिक मेंबर्स को एक्सेस बेस क्लास के पब्लिक मेंबर को एक्सेस नहीं कर सकते. सो दैट इज द एंड ऑफ आवर टुडेज लेक्चर. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर we will see the definition of those classes, and we will first understand these definitions, and then I will show you a program. For this we will run that program and execute it and see the output of that program, right? So thank you very much for your listening. There's one more thing I want to tell, that the inheritance topic, I have covering this inheritance topic from the book Robert Lefort, and the operator overloading topic, that it is also covered from the रॉबर्ट लैफोर बुक, ठीक है। सो आप अगर रॉबर्ट लैफोर के बाद मूव करेंगे, डिटेल को पढ़ेंगे, देन इट विल बी ईजियर फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड द कंटेंट और द एग्जांपल प्रोवाइडेड बाय द डिटेल, राइट। थैंक यू वेरी मच। अल्लाह हाफिज़।